Today I'm going to teach you how to wake up in another body, in any reality that you desire, instantly, meaning without having to wait or without having to go through the bridge of events to shift to any reality. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you what it would take for you to shift to another reality instantly. I'm also going to discuss and prove to you in more detail that you are actually in a dream right now, and thus you can control it and shift to any reality either instantly or via the bridge of events. Also in this video, I'm going to quote one of Neville Goddard's lectures called "This World is a Dream." So let's get into it. So first, let me prove to you that you are actually in a dream right now, but you do not realize that you are dreaming right now, and that your current reality is only one section of your dream that you can exit at any time and merge with another section of your dream or another reality. So the reason why you do not know that you are in a dream right now is because your current reality feels solidly real to you, and thus you think it is the only reality. Yet what makes your current reality feel solidly real to you? Or why does it feel so real to you? Your awareness of being is what makes it feel solidly real to you. In other words, how can you be somewhere or in any reality without your awareness of being in that reality? So if I were to remove your awareness from your current reality, where is your current reality? It becomes unreal to you, or just like a dream, because your awareness of being is not there anymore. So the only reason why your current reality feels so solidly real is because your consciousness or your awareness of being is merged with your current reality right now. Yet it is only a dream, which is made real by the true reality, which is your awareness of being and that which is God. So how do I know that you are in a dream right now? Because the moment your awareness of being departs your current reality, or the moment you lose the awareness of your current reality, such as while dreaming at night, and your consciousness enters another reality in your dream, that reality in your dream becomes real or objective to you, just as your current reality feels real and objective to you right now. So when you are dreaming at night, everything there seems solidly real to you. You have a body there just as real as the one you have here in your current reality. So it is your awareness of being which makes any experience or reality feel real to you when it's only a dream. So the reason why your night dream feels so vivid and objective to you is because you are literally there in another body simultaneously, but you don't know it, or it doesn't feel real to you until you merge with that reality or that section of your dream in your consciousness once again. So when you wake up in the morning, your consciousness merges with your current reality and makes you perceive your current reality as the only reality, and every other reality in your dream as unreal or just a dream. So it is your consciousness which allows you to perceive or sense your current reality as real through your five senses, such as a sense of seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling. In other words, you cannot see, hear, taste, touch, smell, or experience anything save in your consciousness. Without an awareness of an experience, there is no experience. While you were dreaming, the experience was a reality. Awake, the dream becomes subjective. Why? because you have once more merged with this section of time. While you are experiencing the dream, it is objective and real. Neville Goddard. Now, do you have to wake up in your current reality or merge with this section of time? Or can you just stay in one of the realities in your dream or wake up in your desired reality instantly? In other words, how can you remain in your desired reality upon merging with it in your dream? Or is there a way to shift yourself to any particular reality within your dream instantly without having to wait for the bridge of incidents to unfold to take you there? And the answer is yes, you can shift to any reality instantly, but you would need to become lucid in your dream or wake up in your dream and hold any solid object, such as a pillow, a chair, anything that is solid that will not move when you hold it, and don't let it go. So hold it and then compel yourself to awake in your dream while holding it, and you will end up in that reality in your dream. But you would need to exit your current section of time or your current reality. Here is the quote by Neville Goddard on how to awake in any reality instantly. Now, many years ago, I had an experience, and since then, many similar experiences, where lying on my bed here on El Camino and Beverly Hills, I suddenly saw the interior of what appeared to me a most wonderful, luscious hotel or something similar, and my consciousness followed vision, and I stepped into what I beheld. I returned to my body on the bed, and then, still seeing this interior, I stepped into it again and repeated this action time and time again, maybe a dozen or 18 times. Then, at the very last time, I decided to explore. When I made that decision to explore, stepping into this interior, the whole thing closed upon me, and I am in a world as real as this world. It's spatial, time is present, because space is a facility for experience, and time is facility for changes in experience. So here I step into a world. That's my experience. Now I'm going to experience changes, and I move from this room to the other room to the other room. And then I came into a huge hallway. It was all lit and really plush. I walked down to the end of the hallway, and I saw two ladies coming down the hallway, and I said to them, knowing what has happened, for I knew the origin of this entire thing. I was on my bed in El Camino in Beverly Hills. I recalled the entire thing vividly, so I said to myself, this is a dream. And I said to them, look, I'll prove to you, it is a dream. And I saw something hanging over my head. It reminded me of an object I had seen in a friend's home here in the hills of Hollywood. I'd seen it only 6 or 8 months before. So I said to myself, this is only a memory image of what I saw. Surely this is a dream. And I thought if I held it, the thing would collapse. Like gossamer, it would be nothing. So I said to the ladies, watch, I'll prove to you, it is a dream. And I raised my left hand and I held this object. Instead of dissolving into nothing, it was as solid as this. As I held it and they walked by rapidly, then I said to myself, come on, Neville, wake up. You know it's a dream. And so I held this thing and shook myself to wake up. And I did. I woke standing in that hallway, holding this object in space. And here I am completely awake as I am now, in an entirely different world, with no avenue back to the world that I remembered so vividly that I left behind me. A world where I had a body as real as the body that I then occupied. That body that I left was in Beverly Hills on a bed in El Camino. So Neville stepped into a reality or a section of time just as solidly real as his other reality in Beverly Hills in California, and he had a body there just as real as the body he left on bed in El Camino, Beverly Hills. So at first, Neville thought that it was only a dream, or it was not real. He was aware that he was dreaming and that he left his body in El Camino in Beverly Hills. And he thought that since he was in a dream, it was not solid, until he proved to himself that that section of time or reality was just as solidly real as the one he left in El Camino in Beverly Hills. He proved it to himself by holding an object hanging over his head. That object was solidly real. So he awoke in that section of time while holding that object. That is how you wake up in any reality in your dream or remain there. You have to become conscious of being in any particular section of your dream by feeling the reality or the solidity of that dream, such as by touching any object in your dream. In other words, you have to become awake in your dream to stay there. In the same way, you are wide awake in your current reality, and everything feels so solidly real here, yet it's only a dream. So when you fall asleep, or when you are not awake in your current reality, or when your senses shut down or are suspended, you begin perceiving other realities via your consciousness entering these other sections of time. So basically, it is your awareness of experiencing your current reality via your five senses that is keeping you in your current reality. So when you fall asleep, your awareness leaves your current body in your current section of time and merges with another section of time and lets you experience that section of time or reality as real, with another body just as solidly real as the one you left before falling asleep. And if you happen to awake in your dream and feel the reality or the solidity of the experience in your dream using your five senses, you will end up staying there while exiting your current section of time. So when Neville Goddard entered this other section of time, which was as real as this one and occupied his another body in that section of time and realized that everything there was just as solidly real as in the section of time in Beverly Hills, he did not know how to return to the section of time in Beverly Hills. Because if he did not return to his body in Beverly Hills, then the people left in that section of time would have considered him dead upon finding his body on his bed. Now he entered a completely different world, unrelated to the one he was previously in. So if you were to enter another reality in a completely different section of time or world instantly, without any bridge of events leading you there, then you would need to leave your current section of time, because instant shifts like this would not make sense in your current world or section of time. In your current world, there are many parallel realities which already exist right now, and you shift through them via the bridge of events or in a natural way. For example, if you enter another reality in your consciousness and make it solidly real to yourself, and then return to your current body in your current reality, then you would have to go through the bridge of events to shift to that reality in a natural way. In other words, If you construct an imaginal scene in first-person point of view, which implies the fulfillment of your desire, and then loop that imaginal scene until it takes on the tones of reality, or until it feels solidly real, three-dimensional cubic reality, then you will shift or go back to where you have been in your consciousness through the bridge of events in a natural way. The bridge of events has to take place to make sense within your current world or section of time. The thoughts that ran through my mind were these. I had left a wife and a daughter unprotected. My daughter is in high school. She has the ambition to go to college. She is qualified to go through college. And I've left her uneducated and without adequate funds to see her through. I have left a wife unprotected, without adequate funds to go through life with my daughter. I knew I had in this world unfinished business. But how to get back? There was nowhere that I knew that I could walk through a door and come back here. Then I remembered a scene that happened to me years before this. And that scene was this. I found myself in a dream. I found myself wading in water. And I knew this was a dream. I came close to a pillar that was sunk in the ocean. The bridge was long gone, but the pillars remained. I felt innately that if I could hold that pillar, which was stationary, and compel myself to awake, I should awaken in the dream. Well, I did it, and I did. I awoke in the dream. I was as awake as I am now in a dream that wasn't this world. So this time I felt, what must I do now? Feeling did it, so I will try it. What can I feel to bring me back to this world and to be in Beverly Hills in California? So I imagined a pillow under my neck. I imagined it. I opened my eyes. I'm still standing in the hallway. I closed my eyes. I kept on feeling that pillow, and suddenly I could feel behind my neck a pillow. When I felt it, I finally began to awake, and I awoke on my bed, but I was cataleptic. I couldn't move a finger of my body. I could move no part of my body. I couldn't open my eyes, and after much struggle in this dead body, my left hand began to move. Then I pushed it out, and I could feel the warmth of my wife's body. Then after a while, a great struggle, I could open the lids of my eyes, and the familiar objects on the wall, the familiar objects on the bureau itself, and everything came back into a normal focus. So I stepped into a world as real as this world. Neville Goddard. So feeling is the movement. Your consciousness moves or merges with various realities via feeling. So Neville Goddard returned to his body in Beverly Hills in California via feeling. He felt himself back in California, and he did it by imagining or feeling a pillow under his neck. So he closed his eyes or his senses to the world or section of time he was in, and was able to sense or feel the pillow under his neck. So he kept on feeling the pillow until he finally felt it under his neck, and then he began to awake on his bed in that section of time. So if you hold a solid object and do not let it go and compel yourself to awake while holding that solid object in your dream, you should begin to awaken in your dream. And that dream reality will become as objective and real to you as your current reality is to you right now. The reason why you will not believe me is because we are awake in the dream. You don't know it. I am conscious of the fact I awoke in this dream, but you don't know it. You are in the same dream but you are not aware that you are dreaming. At the moment, I know I am dreaming. You do not know it. And the only difference between the two of us is that I know I am dreaming, and you do not know you are dreaming. So I tell you, the source of all dreams is your imagination. The source of all phenomena is your imagination. And the source of all phenomena is God. So God is your own wonderful human imagination. All the worlds are, and all things are. Eternity exists, and all things in eternity, independent of creation, which was an act of mercy. So everything exists. There is nothing that is not now existing. All it needs is the individual's occupancy of it. When he steps into it and occupies it, it becomes objective to him, and it's real. Until he steps into it and occupies it, it is a shadow, a mere possibility. But everything is. There is nothing you can conceive of that is not already. Everything is. You could be as poor as a church mouse. That is too. You could be as rich as Croesus. That is too. You could be known beyond the wildest dream of the world. That is too. Or you could be the most unknown being in the world. That is too. Everything is. And all it needs for you to prove it is to occupy it. Neville Goddard.